Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Hawkeyes' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Quarterback making checks. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They get to him as he throws. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. And that one could serve a lot of purposes. You knock all the butterflies out, you get your first completion.
Yeah, and I agree. You know, the first completion, you get hit, and I always loved it as a player on the first drive to when you got hit, you got that out of the way, you get the butterflies out of the way, then you kind of settle and you realize, all right, this is just football.
They'll leave it with him. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Let's take just a minute and talk about Mississippi State. They reached a national championship game last year, couldn't quite get the job done. What challenges do you see them running into this year beyond the schedule?
And that motivated them all offseason to be runner-ups, to watch somebody else celebrate and hold the trophy. You were so close, Jesse. New additions, new faces, but this squad is hungry.
That's the key. This coaching staff really took a deep dive into their roster, and they isolated the positions that they felt they needed to get better at, and they addressed that in high school recruiting and the portal. I'm expecting big things from them this year.
Makes the grab. It's West. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
Now, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Taylor wants to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Moore. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Line getting set on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Goes to the option. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that first down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
I mean, you can say that's a quarterback or you can call him a running back. I mean, goodness gracious, he's dropping back to throw the football. But when he sees a hole, his eyes get big, and he just explodes through it. Everybody's trying to catch him, trying to get to him, just chewing up yards so easily.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. So 1st down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on 2nd down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him, okay? I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
A designed run for the quarterback. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays when I can be physical and really make him feel me.
Touchdown, Mississippi State! First score of the game goes up. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. From the gun, give on the inside. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anyway.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Here's a hit. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
They'll get this drive started from the 29. They'll run it from the gun. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wideout. Taylor wants to throw. Looking to scramble. He's going to fire to the left. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play here in the 2nd drive.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldog.
I think you love starting the year off for some momentum. And that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Makes a move. He's out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Maybe another step, another block, and he gets more, but the offense will take over there. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. He's got him in the flat. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Find some fresh air. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Scrambling away. He's going to run it. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Wants to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Let's talk for a minute about Iowa. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited.
It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half the field. Once it starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds his tight end. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. Oh, he makes the catch. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You know, because this offense doesn't use the fullback too often, it's almost as if the defense forgot about him on that last play. He goes out and catches the ball for a first down.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Holds and fires it complete to the right. Just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Throws to the tight end. It's caught downfield. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Taylor wants to throw it. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Hubbard. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. And the Hawkeyes want to crank the tempo.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Runs through a tackle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards.
Lost one deep down the right side. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Bring in the heat. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Taylor wants to throw. The screen, and watch out. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
He'll pull it down.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off. He gets a positive gain.
Looking to fire. Flushed out of the pocket. Still on his feet at the 45. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm. Finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Pulls it in. It's Wilson. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Rushes on him. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. The Hawkeyes moving quickly to the line. Quick pass on the fly motion. Oh, he is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Looking downfield very late in the half. A little release to the back. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And the Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Motion from the back. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Got out of trouble and throws. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the right. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. And it's 1st down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the 1st half. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. And he had just enough to will that one home. And that will extend their lead even further. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the 2nd half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the 1st half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive.
He's got it! The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. The Hawkeyes will hustle to the line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the 2nd half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run play action. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
The offense really struggled in the 1st half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the 1st down. They need him to play great in the 2nd half.
And the Hawkeyes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to slam it in. They are ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage. And after that big run, the defense answers.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around. And this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but
Oh, trickery! He'll try to run it in. And this one's not even going to come close. Man, they threw it in reverse.
That keeps the score. Mississippi State 26, Iowa 6.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Iowa.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's pulled. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. He wants to change this route. They'll try to get outside. Finds a little space. Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Here's the pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
And man, does he keep you honest. Just a guy that can run the football, that can make plays with his legs. You've seen it throughout the day. Listen, this wasn't a big play, but it can be death by 1,000 cuts. He just continues to scramble, make plays, make you defend his feet for a whole game.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
One of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
The play action fake. Got it in the middle. It's Clemens. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Making side adjustments here. Taylor wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Purdue is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Purdue, Pete, isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 13 over UAB. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Back open in the middle. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The Hawkeyes want to move quickly.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Hawkeyes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wideout. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go. So 1st down will open up the final period. We'll send the tight end in motion. To the air on 1st down. Still looking on the move. He'll throw it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
To the air, it's Strickland. He's got it. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He might want another play. Wants to throw on 3rd down. That's reeled in. It's Wilson. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the 1st down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
The Bulldogs will come to the line to convert on 4th down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the offense falls on the ball, but they'll still have to give it up. They're short of the 1st down.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Back to pass, it's Strickland. Flushed out of the pocket. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Lost to fire on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Wilson. Stopped just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
They'll run the screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Pope. Oh, he's got some space. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Reads it, fires complete. Touchdown, Mississippi State. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Well, they were able to come out here week one and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Iowa has the ball back on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
With the catch, it's Sullivan. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
To the air on second down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
On third down, he drops to throw. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. And the offense suddenly, with an opportunity it couldn't have expected, with a first and goal after the pick. Back to throw, it's Strickland. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them over?
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
He'll return it. He's got great speed. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Unloads it left. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just about picked off in the end zone, and that would have put a stop to this scoring threat. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Linebackers are so fast nowadays, so multiple. They can do so many different things. Not only do they play the run, but if I need you to go get a sack, I can just send you. Send one of those fast linebackers that can rush the quarterback.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop.
They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. They'll try to blast their way in. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on 1st down, stopping the run. Here we go on 2nd. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Going for 6. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.